Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome. And just a quick shout out to Nice Guy from Land of the Losers, a story about simp to successful with women. Really good read. I'm not a reader, but I couldn't put it down when I bought it. If you want to check that out, get a 20% off code in the description below with smash words. But let's get on to the video starting now. You guys might be wondering what this title is specifically about, and I think you may have already probably guessed a little bit of it. So let's check this out, shall we? Now, this is a horrific story. So just be warned that this could be a little graphic for some of you. Now, we've seen the whole Me Too thing. We've seen teenage girls lying about their dads. We have seen teenage girls lying about what their dad's done to them. See, this is what happens when I come home after a long night and I'm extremely tired and I don't even think about anything. I don't put the mic up to my ear. I don't have my headphones on. I just click go live and there I am. But yeah, guys, look, as I said before, please, if you didn't hear it already, check out Land of the Losers. They're sponsoring these videos at the moment. Really, really good read from Sim to Successful with Women. I couldn't put it down and I'm not a big book guy. Link is in the description. Okay, so this is where shit gets a little crazy. Horrific death of an innocent dad who was what's the words I can use so that YouTube doesn't try and take my channel down? He involuntarily was a participant in a non-consensual act, and he was beaten to the point where he was no longer living by vigilante parents after a 10-year-old girl lied that he abused her for a joke. Lied for a joke. Ha ha ha. So funny. Hilarious. Some of you guys would have got a tip off to that if you follow my Instagram. I checked that this morning. It says an innocent dad was allegedly RAPED and battered to death by vengeful parents after their daughter lied and said that he had abused her as a joke. The girl claimed truck driver Dmitry Chikavin had touched her and a friend below the waist as he was dropping them off to a carer in the town of Verkhnaya Pishma in Russia. So that's kind of crazy. I don't really want to read this out loud, but you guys can read what that says there about a metal pipe coming into contact with his skull, which subsequently got broken. This stuff is really, really super tragic, guys. And all because a 10-year-old thought it was funny to lie about being abused. This is where we're at it. So this was one of the alleged killers. This was the other alleged killer. Now, I believe these two were the parents of the girl who made the accusation. So, look, I get it in the sense that if I was one of these two and it was my 10-year-old daughter and I genuinely believed that someone had actually done that to my child, I don't know what I'd do. I would be seeing red. I mean, I can't tell you the rage that would be pumping through my veins. So I understand why these people have lashed out in this way to avenge their 10-year-old daughter. But they didn't count on their 10-year-old daughter being a little liar. So she told her parents, Valeria Daneva, I think it's pronounced, and Sergei Shabin, that 25 years old and 33 respectively, and they gathered 3 male friends to attack Chikvakin. A law enforcement source told the Znak newspaper they smashed a metal pipe over his head, breaking his skull. It's also claimed they did something to him. that was sexually non-consensual using a metal pipe. The woman who had cared for the children was also allegedly attacked as she tried to protect her friend, Chikvakin. The truck driver, a father of a 6-year-old girl, was alive when the group left, but later died from head wounds. A friend from the Komsomolskaya Pravda newspaper said he just wanted to help by giving the kids a life, but he was killed. He would never harm children. Police say they've interviewed both children and believe the older girl, the 10-year-old, invented the accusation as a joke. Imagine inventing an accusation like that as a joke. A joke. Ha ha. They concluded the claim he had touched the pair. Wait, so the older one has made an accusation that this guy has touched both the 6-year-old and the 10-year-old. Right? They believe the older girl invented the accusation as a joke, and they concluded the claim he touched the pair was a lie. Now, I know I've repeated that a couple of times, but guys, really, this is what we're facing. This is what's coming up. Daneva and Shaban, along with an alleged accomplice, Mikhail Ivanov, have been detained. And of course, now they are going. See, now they've been detained, so now the 10-year-old doesn't have parents. Like, yeah, what happens here next, right? Reports say they are charged with murder with special cruelty by a group of persons by prior conspiracy. 2 other attackers are reportedly on the run. The man faces... Wow. The men face possible life sentences and the woman up to 20 years in prison. So the woman doesn't face a life sentence. Only the people with penises face life sentences. Because women cannot be held accountable to the same level as men ever. Not by the courts, not by society, not by anything. This is the issue. And Andrew Layton, that's a very, very good point, my friend. Very, very good point. Let's go back, right? Because her parents, Valeria, 25, and Sergey, 33. She's 10. That means Sergey was 23 and Valeria was 15 when she had the child, which means Sergey was probably 22 and Valeria was 14 when she got pregnant. Now, interestingly, guys, we all sort of hear, oh, you just got to go over to Eastern Europe and get yourself a wife. These girls are fucking at 14. Don't pretend like there's some special unicorn that's just because you got them from Eastern Europe. Somehow it's amazing and somehow it's special, and somehow you're going to get a bloody 18, 19-year-old virgin. Not going to happen. And if it does, they're probably not going to be very attractive, or they're going to be very traditional, and you're going to have to jump through some hoops. And I'm talking, you need to brush up on your aerobic skills because those hoops are not going to be low-hanging fruit. Tiger C says, got to wonder where a 10-year-old would get the idea to make such an accusation. Where would a 10-year-old learn this? Oh, I don't know. The American mainstream media, Twitter, Facebook, Hollywood, celebrities, TV. Yeah, all of those places. That's where they're learning it. And it's because of the feminists that enable this stuff. The feminists that have no issue. Like Emily Linden. Let me just bring that up, right? Because I want to remind you guys, this is institutionalized. Now, Teen Vogue is a magazine that has been around for years and years. Now, Teen Vogue is basically it's been designed so that kids have got a magazine that they can, teaches them about teenage stuff and fashion and sex and all of these things. Have a look at this article about Emily Linden, because I just want to remind you guys that have forgotten about this or didn't know about this to begin with. Emily Linden tweets she's not at all concerned about false sexual harassment claims. And Philea says, people like Emily Linden ruin feminism for us. No, feminism ruins feminism for you. Feminism is toxic. Feminism is cancerous. Feminism is dangerous. And this entitlement of feminism is coming through and it's come through in this case. Man's life has been taken from him because a 10-year-old thought it was funny to lie about something happening to her that didn't happen. And then someone who was pregnant at 14 decides that she's going to bash the guy. Shit makes me angry. All right. So, because Emily Linden, the columnist from Teen Vogue magazine, this magazine is meant to help teenage girls. Sorry if some innocent men's reputations have to take a hit in the process of undoing the patriarchy. That is a price I am absolutely willing to pay. Disgusting. Thank you, Big Time Mike, for that donation. Says, keep up the great work, bro. I will. Thank you, Kit. Good to see you in here, brother. Women in the workplace are genuinely dangerous. And this is why men are not wanting to mentor her, not wanting to hashtag mentor her. That's why they're not wanting to be alone in a meeting room. If a 10-year-old is having people killed over false allegations, imagine what a fully grown woman who has her faculties about her, who knows what she's doing, could do. Riff Magos, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Riff Magos just sponsored today's video alongside Land of the Losers. It says, this should make up for the last few live streams I missed. Keep the truth bombs coming. Keep the truth bombs coming, Sydney. Thank you, Riff. I'm going to wind down in a second and get to bed because I've just finished it off the back of a 12-hour shift. I'm pretty wrecked. But guys, anyway, I would love to get your thoughts. Please keep it as respectful as possible. I want to talk about female nature. I want to talk about the influences behind why this is happening, who's causing this. I don't want to be I don't want to be just flying off at the mouth and, attacking people for the sake of attacking it. I just, we need to get to the bottom of this stuff. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here for now. I appreciate all you gentlemen. If you also want to donate offline, head on over to paypal.me/Sydney MGTOW. If you want to get your hands on Land of the Losers, as I said, it's a really cool book talking about a simp to successful with women story. Check that out in the description below. 20% off code with smash words. Guys, I'm tuning out for now. Look forward to catching you in the next video. Thank to all of you for tuning in. Thanks to those of you who dropped a super chat. I appreciate you. Stay safe out there. Keep away from the 10-year-olds to 14-year-old mothers. And God forbid, I'm not a religious man, but oh my goodness, God forbid that doesn't happen to any of us, because that could be pretty tragic for anyone that happens to. So smash that thumbs up, share this video, drop a comment. If you feel like donating, donate. If you don't, then I still love you guys. I appreciate you all. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.